Well, guys, I guess congratulations are in order. We have done it again. This is week 3 in the Black Wealth Transfer. What was initially the Asian business ban or boycott. It went from a boycott to a ban real quick. And now, as you can see, the stores are empty. This is on a Monday. This is around 5 o'clock after work time. Normally this is a good time to find this store very busy. Even during the weekday, it doesn't matter. And the fact that it's this empty is very telling. They dared us and we came, we saw, and we are conquering. I'm so proud of my community. I'm proud of everybody who is not shopping and who is intentionally looking for Black-owned businesses for your needs. And I just want to say thank you to everybody because this little boy's life will not be in vain. Ashe.
Now, this is week 3 of Asian Business Boycott, an economic movement where, most supporters are calling it Black Wealth Transfer or simply the redirection of Black dollars back into the Black community. The argument is they have been supporting other communities for so long. It's now time to make, Black community wealthy. It's now time to invest back into the community. And many people who are backing this movement, they believe the impact is becoming more too impossible to ignore, right? There is the impact, a huge impact in the Asian communities are feeling, the pain, are feeling the impact of this boycott. I mean, they are pointing to quite stores as proof that, more people are joining, this wealth transfer movement, but that's only the part, okay? Now, wait until you hear the reasons supporters give, the criticism they are facing, but why this debate keeps growing even more intense. So let's find out that as we keep watching the video. If this is your first time, please subscribe, and then at the end we can have more breakdown.
Hi guys, it's April Floyd and it's story time. Listen, I had a girlfriend to call me today and she's like, I'm going to get my nails done. And I said, where you getting your nails done? I'm in St. Louis. She said, I'm going to get my nails done in Ladue on Lindo. I said, I know what those people look like. So I said, I tell you what, I'm going to meet you over there. So I wanted to go over there so I can see how many of us is in there. So I get to the place, I park, I come inside, and there are only 2 of us in there. And that is included my friend. So out of all defense for my friend, I'm going to say this. She did not know anything about what's going on because she is older generation and she don't do the social media stuff. Okay. So she didn't know, and I hadn't got a chance to tell her what's going on yet. So there's the other lady that's in there. When I waited on in the parking lot for her to come out, and so when she came out, I had a conversation with her about wealth transfer and what we're doing and why we all need to make sure that we don't go into these places. I told her a couple of places that she could go, including this one person that will come out to you. All you have to do is prepay and register. So again, now when the lady comes out, I educate her about everything that's going on and how we need to keep our bucks within our community of people that look like us. I told her about the little black squeezy babies that they're doing all over China, how they make fun of us, and they have a little black doll that they squeeze stress dolls. I told her about, why we're doing what we're doing. I told her all about that. I told her about the 14-year-old boy.
Asian boycott thing? Are y'all serious? Because I think it's pretty clear what's happening.
You're about to completely miss the point of what the boycott is and why there is a boycott, and you're about to play victim, right?
That this is just an excuse, a nitpicked excuse to be more openly racist to Asians.
Mind you, this is a result of anti-blackness from the Asian community. My love. And the response is Black folks are saying, hey, we're just going to take our spending power elsewhere, to places where we are respected. Wanting to spend money with someone that doesn't respect you is not you being racist.
more than you guys already are.
I have a question. Okay, so as the palm color bitch, are you talking to white folks or... Because you can't be talking about the folks that you follow around in your stores. You can't be talking about a group of individuals that actually led social justice movements that you benefited from. You can't be talking about the group of individuals that your Asian rappers based their whole identities on. I'm just a little bit confused. Who are we talking about?
Like, do you guys think we're not aware of how much racism Asians actually face?
Don't think anybody was saying that. I don't think anybody was saying that Asian folks don't face racism in America. I feel as though the conversation was more Asian folks in America realize, call out the racism of their own community. Asian Americans stop trying to gain this proximity to whiteness. Don't see the issue. Oh my God, if there's Asian Americans that are being racist, there's a group of individuals and they say, hey, I actually don't want to spend money with y'all. Why are y'all crying?
And also, did we forget about Stop Asian Hate, a movement that was made specifically because Asians as well were getting targeted racially and killed?
You know that Asian Americans weren't allowed in the United States until the civil rights movement that was led by Black Americans? Is this conversation like, are you trying to have this with white folks or who's the target audience? I don't know if you knew, but the Asian boycotts weren't led by the palm color folks, right? So if that's who your energy is towards, maybe take the Asian boycotts out of it.
And because of one scenario?
Just because you say it's one scenario doesn't make that true. Yikes.
Mind you, Asians in general have gone through so much racism.
And nobody is saying that Asian folks aren't experiencing racism. My love, who said that? Being honest, the Asian community should have more smoke for the palm color folks. Instead of trying to be the model minority, the honorary whites. Peekaboo.
Y'all want to use that as an excuse to be like openly racist towards Asians now and like have a reason to like destroy their businesses?
A boycott is not racism. Not wanting to spend money with someone is not racism. Even if it was just one scenario, the gaslighting, acting as if though it was nothing, and oh my God, but like, you want to destroy my business. Why would you want to deny, like, say that you don't want to spend money with me when I'm literally, this is how my community acts, and I'm just, but still spend money. I'm not going to talk about it. Like, what?
You guys are a joke.
This video is aimed towards, if they're able to destroy your business by not shopping with you, pretty funny joke if you ask me.
So like, y'all, I really be trying to support the Black community, like especially Black entrepreneurs, you know, small businesses and yada yada yada, specifically the beauty industry, you know, hair, nails and lashes and all that good thing, you know, especially as far as in this Black transfer of wealth, you know, this whole thing going on as far as in boycotting Asian businesses, restaurants, nail salons, beauty, barber supplies, whatever, etc. So I found this girl here on TikTok, and you know, she do nails and everything. So I'm like, okay, you know, well, I like her work and she's in the area, so let me DM her. So I said, hey, I saw your special on TikTok and like, I really want you to do my nails and stuff like that. So she didn't respond like for like a whole day. And I'm like, you know, I didn't really take it to heart because I'm like, maybe she's busy. Maybe she has a full-time job. Maybe she has a lot of clients. Like, I don't know. So it really didn't like, you know, take me, you know, I didn't care. But when she finally messaged me back like the next day, she said, oh, hey, you know, what did you want to get? And so like, I'm not really a nail girly. I don't like fake nails because I had an incident in college where my whole pinky came off. So I just normally typically get my nails painted or, you know, manicures and things of that nature. So I'm like, you know, like a mani, you know, and, you know, you can like shape my nails and like paint them. And she replied, she's like, oh, so you just want gel, basically. And I said, you know, yeah. And then like I proceeded to ask her like what days would she be free to do my nails, essentially. And I named like a day or two. I just threw my days out there. She's like, oh, you know, I'm pretty booked up for the week or whatever, yada, yada, yada. And I said, okay, you know, well, how about this week, this day? Y'all, why the girl left me on red? It's been like 4 days. Which is crazy because it's like, I'm like genuinely trying to support you, you know? And I just find that I have this encounter with like a lot of Black entrepreneurial women in the beauty industry. Like, it's like this. Like what's up with that? Genuinely.
When they say there's a cultural disconnect between Asians and Black Americans and other foreigners and Americans, I really don't believe it. America is one of the most publicized places in the entire planet, and they are very much aware of the culture within America. An Asian man gets into an altercation with Black people. He calls the police, and the first thing he says is, "They're threatening me with a gun," knowing that the police will respond with hostility and aggression towards these Black men.
Threatening us, yeah? So I think they have a gun, yeah?
You heard that? They're threatening us. They think we have a gun. That's crazy.
My wife said they have a gun.
She never said that, bro.
And good job to the officer that didn't show what hostility and target the Black men automatically.
You see there was a gun here? Oh, wow.
No, I didn't. But my wife.
And that's exactly why we're blacking these people out, because not even knowing the full English language, the first thing they do know, though, is racism. Because also in their countries, they treat dark-skinned people with racism as well. It's not a cultural disconnect.
Welcome back. Now, we are in week 3 of this boycott or redirection of black dollar into black community. But, people are able to testify that, yeah, I think this thing is really working beyond how people expected it. Some people are going into shops, Asian shops, not to buy anything or to have their service, but to make sure there's no black person. And, they are proud to see there are few people, almost nobody, especially like black people. And the other people are also testifying that they are having more customers than before. We are talking of black people who have businesses, because it's now, it's not necessarily about boycott, it's now about going for black-owned businesses, black-owned products, so that, the black dollar can still remain in the black community. So people are testifying that, they're getting more customers than before. We are talking of people, black people who are willing to buy from, their fellow black people. Now, whether you agree with the things that these people are doing, but I think one thing is clear. Okay, supporters of this movement are really serious about this. Now, let's have about a few major themes that are being discussed in this video. The first one is economic power. Now, supporters believe the most effective way to create change is by changing where they spend their money. Not only, just to let your money go as long as you get the product, as long as you get the service, but no, even where that money is going is what really matters. No. Now, instead of supporting businesses they believe have disrespected black customers, like they are racist to black people, they're encouraging people to redirect those dollars into black-owned business, not out of hate, but just to enrich black community. And that's why many of them are calling it, the movement of wealth transfer, because they see it as a movement. Many, black people are trying to, they're trying to move money back into their own pockets, into their own, black community. Now, in their view, every purchase is a choice. Every dollar can either, strengthen or weaken a community, depending on where that dollar is going. Another theme, like the second one, is about accountability. People are speaking, okay? They speak to say, this boycott didn't just happen overnight. They believe it is a response to repeated incidents involving some Asian-owned businesses and the allegations of unfair treatment towards, black customers, towards, black people. So from their perspective, this isn't just about one viral or an isolated, event like that that Asian boy who say, if you want to boycott us, I dare you to boycott. So people are trying to say it's not about this. It's accumulated, it's something accumulated, because these guys have been doing this for so long. They argue that it reflects a larger pattern that has built, frustration over many years, over, for a long period of time. So whether that claim is accurate or not, that's the case that they're trying to make throughout this discussion. Now, there is another third theme, which is now about unity. The speakers are celebrating what they believe is growing, participation. Okay, they're encouraging others to educate family members, to educate friends, to educate, neighbors, even strangers about why they support this movement. They believe that is okay. I don't know how I should put it. They believe that if enough people stay committed, participate into this movement, the boycott could have a lasting economic impact. Okay, that's why you hear so much excitement whenever they point to stores appear less crowded. Like there are no black people into Asian businesses, so it's like, yeah, that's like a goal being achieved. So for them, those images represent proof that people are staying committed to the campaign. But here's where this conversation really becomes even more interesting. Not everyone seems to agree with these arguments, with this movement. Critics say a broad, like boycott unfairly affects many business owners, including those who may have had nothing to do with the incidents being discussed. Like some Asians, they argue that they are not racist, they have always treated black people well. Others argue that Asian communities have also experienced the discrimination, and that situation is more complicated than supporters, sometimes acknowledge. So what we are saying here isn't just debate about shopping. It's not debate about where money is going. I think it's much bigger conversation about economics, race, accountability, community relationships. And as you're about to hear, both sides believe that they have strong reasons for their positions. Like Asians, they believe they have all the reasons for not to be boycotted, because it's something that was just said by somebody who doesn't even have a shop. So for them, it's like, why would you punish us? We don't have that person who said this doesn't even have a shop. Why are you punishing all of us? And from the side of black people, it's like, no, we're not necessarily punishing you. We just want to, to make ourselves richer. We just want to make sure that our dollar is not going away. It's still in our community. So yeah, that's the thing. We'll keep updating you as things have unfold. As I'm telling you that this is the third week of the boycott. What's your take on this? Which side are you? I love that you came to watch the video. See you next time.